How's it going, everyone? ND Sean 45 coming at you. Now, I wasn't going to take up a whole lot of time in this video. I just had a couple of things that I wanted to get on here and talk about, and just for the sake of getting on here and doing something, you know. I mean, I know I haven't been coming out with a lot of videos recently, and that's just how it is when the regular season gets over with, you know. I just, it's basically just waiting for the bowl game. In this case, the BCS National Championship game. But, one could say, hey, Sean, why don't you ever talk about the other teams at Notre Dame, like, the basketball teams and whatnot. Well, I've considered that, but the thing is, I don't know basketball or hockey as well as I do football. Football, I feel, is what I talk about the best on here, hence what this channel is pretty much dedicated to. But that's that doesn't mean that I'm not opposed to, giving a shout out to the other athletics at Notre Dame. I support all of them. I mean, men's basketball has been on a tear, women's basketball has been playing very well, and hockey's just been doing phenomenal. So it's definitely been a great sports season for the University of Notre Dame so far. Anyway, I know this video is a couple days late because the ceremony was on Saturday, but I just want to take this time to say congratulations to Texas A&M quarterback Johnny Manziel for winning the 2012 Heisman. Now, of course, being a Notre Dame fan, I was disappointed that Manti didn't win it, but hey, I mean, you can't say that Johnny Manziel didn't deserve to win the trophy. I mean, with the kind of season that he's had and the numbers that he put up, it's impressive, and he deserved to win it. Just to be a freshman quarterback and to, pass for over 3,000 yards, run for over 1,000, and I don't know how many touchdowns he had, and to lead Texas A&M to a successful season like they have, 10-2 the final record for them, including a win over Alabama. He's done well, and a lot of guys don't really start clicking until the second or third year that they're at the university that they play for. And, this kid definitely has a bright future ahead of him. And so, Johnny Manziel, my hat's off to you. And Manti, even though you didn't win the Heisman, I think I speak for everyone in the Notre Dame family that you have really made us proud. And, you're a class act, my friend. But, but even Manti said it himself in his post-ceremony interview that even though he's disappointed that he didn't win the Heisman, he'd much rather hold that national championship trophy in January, and I couldn't agree more. So get back to South Bend, Manti, get to work, and one more goal to go. One more goal, and that's the icing on the cake right there. But I'll save that video for another day. Now, something else I wanted to talk about real quickly in this video, and as a matter of fact, I was actually debating whether or not to talk about it because it's kind of a tough issue to talk about. But after seeing all the numerous comments that I've seen on various videos here on YouTube and in a few other places online, websites and various articles that have been written, I'm going to add my 2 cents in as well about this. Now, to the Notre Dame haters out there, well, not all the Notre Dame haters, just the ones who resort to making these comments. But to anyone out there who hates Notre Dame and decides to lower themselves to making comments about Declan Sullivan and Mary Seaberg, including those situations in your hateful comments, you people are scumbags, and not only are you a disgrace to college football fans everywhere, you're a disgrace to the human race. And that's all I can say about that, really. It's just unbelievable that, these comments have never gone away, but it just seems like now that we're actually winning football games and we're in the national championship game, there's always someone, whether it's a user here on YouTube or someone who writes an article about it, they want to cast a dark cloud over the success that we've had this season and just damper it, just tarnish it, And I think that's very disgraceful and very classless. I saw an article from this woman, I forget her name, but apparently she's a Notre Dame alum, and she wrote an article that was entitled something like "Why I Won't Be Cheering for Notre Dame in the National Championship Game," and just basically devotes the whole article to basically the same old crap that a lot of the haters that resort to these comments have been saying. Oh, well, Notre Dame has covered up this, and they've covered up that, and they will sacrifice whoever they have to get to the top. And just all you people out there, whether you are a journalist or a columnist or just a simple YouTube user, any one of you who makes those comments are just asinine. I mean, you are a disgrace, and I can't say that enough. Look, I'm not going to talk about those two situations, go into great detail, but some of the comments that I hear are just completely absurd. You know, saying that, you know, calling Brian Kelly a murderer because he knowingly sent that Declan Sullivan to his death. What the hell is wrong with you people? I mean, seriously, say what you want, but that was an accident. Nobody knew that that was going to happen. And of course, I'm sure you'll get some smart-ass comments like, oh, 50-mile-an-hour gusty winds, what do you think was going to happen, blah, 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 blah. No, shut up. Nobody knew that that was going to happen. Just, and as far as the Mary Seabird case goes, to me, the whole case is very sketchy. And before anyone gets the wrong idea, I am not blaming her for anything. As a matter of fact, I express nothing but my condolences to her family, and my prayers are with them. But as far as the whole story goes, it's very sketchy. There's a lot of things that don't add up, and of course, one of the typical asinine comments in regards to that situation that I see all the time is people assuming, oh, well, the football player the one who's been accused, he is a football player, so he's guilty by default. I'm so sick of these damn stereotypes. Just because you're a football player at a major university and you get accused of something doesn't mean that you're guilty by default. You know, so all I can say about that is there is a legal system. It does work. Maybe not all the time, but most of the time it does work. And if there is justice that will be served, then it will happen. But just these asinine comments from all you people who hate Notre Dame that much that you will resort yourself that low to using those situations just to fuel your hate for a football team. That is pathetic and then some. And to think people call me pathetic because I make YouTube videos, give me a break. You know, you people are just disgraceful. And look, all I can say is with these two situations in the past couple of years since it's happened, that university has been cooperative the whole way. Yes, maybe things could have been done different. And maybe with the Seabird case, as soon as she reported it, those campus policemen should have reported it right to the university, not waited however long it was, a week or something like that. So yes, I agree. Things could have been done very, very differently. But, you know, at the same time, I have my own opinions about these two situations, but I guarantee if I say them, someone's going to take it the wrong way. So I'll just, if you want to know about it, I'll tell you in a private message. Just hit me up. But this university has been cooperative the whole way. They've taken responsibility where it's needed to be taken, and they're making the adjustments to change it so that neither of these two situations ever happens again. You know, it's just unbelievable. You know, it's just sickening to think there's people out there who hate this team that much that they will resort to the low levels that they go. It's just sickening. And of course, another comment I hear all the time is, well, Notre Dame is not. It's not Notre Dame. It's the University of Negligent Death. Ha 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 ha. You people, just I could go on forever in this video, but that just speaks for itself. You know, you people are sick and twisted individuals, and may God have mercy on you, quite frankly. But look, I mean, hey, I know that these comments will never go away. You know, these two situations that happened will always, you know, be remembered and be talked about, I'm sure. But the thing is, life moves on, and that's how it is with every situation in life. Is if you make a mistake, if something happens, what do you do about it, and how do you learn? You know, life has to move on. Learn from your mistakes. Never forget it, but keep going. And just, you know, it's really the first time that I'm at a loss for words on something. But as you can see, this stuff like this gets to me. I just don't understand why, just because it's the internet and people have the right to, that people do have First Amendment rights to say what they want, but I just don't get why, just because it's the internet and you can hide behind a screen name, that means you have to stop having a conscience. I don't get that. I mean, is it that you people out there just have a bad day and this is how you take it out? You know, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. But like I said, I know I can't stop these comments from being made, because, you know, there's always going to be some idiot out there who will make them. But I just hope that some of you haters who hate the Notre Dame football team that much will actually just use your head and think before you take to your keyboard. So guys, that's really all I have for you in this video. I don't really know what my next video will be. I'm sure if I think of something, I'll put it out. But at this point, the only planned video that I have for the future is my preview for the national championship game against Alabama. And Jerry and I will do that one when we meet up down in Florida. So with that, guys, this is ND Sean 45 signing off. Less than a month to go. Bama, you better be ready, because we're coming for you. Go Irish!